back on the job this morning. I did a little more thinking before I left the house than yesterday where I forgot everything. So we've got the brand new cordless siding and fencing nailers, which this is the only one that we know of that's cordless on the market. So that's awesome. I also remembered the Milwaukee Monster extendable 12-foot level that they sent me.
Wow.
And I mean, this is like a dream come true. So we're gonna try that out today and hopefully get a boosted amount of production and not tangle ourselves in any air hoses, lose our minds. Thank you to Milwaukee and Pass Load.
I gotta leave early. I got a baseball game, bro. Sorry.
Okay, he starts right away. What about you?
I can be here all day.
Okay.
But Jamie has to leave early.
Oh, God.
And Jono's not here, so we're not gonna. The production just went way down, dude.
That's an eye catcher right there, isn't it? Oh, yeah. That ought to do it.
Wow.
That might be too long. We're going to get started on the siding, but Jamie's going to go in here with Nate, our cabinet guy, his wife, Christina. They've got, look at this. This is a hidden little sample pack here. They're going to unwrap each one individually. Let the homeowner choose. They've already picked one, but you got to keep your poker face so you don't give a tell of which one you like. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hey, get those air hoses out of here. I'm getting anxious just looking at that mess. Our sheathing does have a little bit of in and out right here, so we're gonna draw a plumb line and then measure back and make sure we don't cut this first rip piece too long in any spot. And we'll get going here and go down the line. People have got so mad in our comments that we use chalk lines still instead of lasers every time. I don't know. I think they're pretty sweet.
All right, Eric. At the bottom down here, I'm like 4 and 11.
That might be the short. No, I'm 4 and 11 there. So let's just take like a 16th off of that.
What is this crap?
You might want to check on your guy. He's having a little too much fun opening these panel boxes. So for many of us that live in the States, our home is our biggest asset. And that asset can be used to your advantage by leveraging it with a home equity line of credit. It's great to have the ability to take out a loan using your home as collateral if you need it. I've had home equity line of credit on my last 2 houses for a combination of 10 years running now. And I love it because I'm able to quickly drop cash into my bank account for unexpected purchases without having to wait on a bank loan. I've even bought a couple vehicles through it and then just made payments back to myself. And today's video sponsor, Figure, has a way to get a home equity line of credit without even going to the bank. They are the largest non-bank provider of home equity lines of credit. And it was built to help homeowners access the equity they have in their house quickly and efficiently. You simply apply through their online application. With Figure, you can apply in as few as 5 minutes and get funded in as few as 5 days. Whether it's revitalizing your home, consolidating high-interest debts, investing into education, or fueling the growth in your business, a HELOC empowers you to turn your inspirations into realities. You can see what you can qualify for at go.figure.com/findmyrate and use my code Perkins100 to earn a $100 Lowe's gift card if you fund a loan with Figure on Figure.com. Thank you, Figure, for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back to work. We're trying to lay out the locations of these panels on the wall here, and one consideration that Nate just brought up that I didn't even think about, it's a pretty good thought, is what about a downspout coming off a gutter? This is the low side of this single pitch, and they'll likely want to put a downspout right down there.
If they could come down and somehow kick it over and then come down through
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as they come down
So
through
let's
here,
leave
we're
like
fine.
a foot.
I'm gonna come 10 inches.
Yeah, that way there is room to turn it and go around if needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We,
Yeah.
we look out for everybody else, but nobody looks out for us.
I'm sorry.
Life must be hard.
Yeah.
I didn't even try to like pretend like I did look out for him. was
toys
awesome.
that are ineffective.
We're installing a little head flash on top of these windows since they stick out so much further than the siding from the wall. And it also has a little pitch on it so that water will just run off of that ledge, hopefully making it want to be watertight, you know, just naturally. Yep, pry it in. Our scaffolding setup's a little tough here because I'm like pinched in here, a little claustrophobic, having a hard time. But Ray is about as far out as he can stand, leaning in up there. And we don't want this closer because then we can't get the nail gun in between. So I don't know if this is ideal or not, but I am getting like a little claustrophobic. You see me just run out of here, you'll know what happened.
It does not want
block
to go
in there,
into
Eric.
this.
Yeah, I guess I could get a block right there.
Where's that?
A little teeny, like a 2x4 maybe.
Where's that PC at?
You got that block, Ray?
Yeah, 2x4 block.
This one's giving us trouble because we can't beat it tight because of this window very easy. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah.
Let's just take the window out and we'll pound the siding over, then put the window back in. I mean, oh, you getting it?
I think I got it.
Oh, man, Ray got it.
Normally on our projects, we do the fascias and the overhang soffits first before the siding. But on this job, since the siding is all flat, it's this Nickle-Gap that lays flat everywhere. We can just put the J channel for the soffit right against this, and we can go and run the siding up behind that and not really worry about cutting it to exact length, like if we have to butt into the bottom of a J channel. So it should actually speed us up and be a little bit easier. And we're not doing the soffit. Thankfully, it's like a mile of soffit 3 foot out. Our roofer is going to do it and kind of speed the whole job up that way. Do you guys make any decisions?
Well, we're hashing out the details right now. The three guys have been in that one corner for like 30 minutes deciding on how to wire the transformers for the low voltage for the under cabinet and under shelf lighting. It's more complicated than you'd think.
We're fine-tuning this cut to fit the window with this diamond grinder wheel. And I think it's a great thing to do. It's really hard to cut like a 1/16 of an inch off of a cut edge accurately.
Is that working pretty good?
Yeah.
With the grinder?
Yep.
Ooh, I want to try it.
You notice he heard the grinder start up and he came running out of the house.
You looked pretty satisfied just grinding on that.
Get back to your thing, kitchen boy.
No,
Kitchen boy.
Gosh.
Don't you have
I'm
a
just
kitchen to
a
install?
kitchen island boy.
I want to give a shout out to LP SmartSide. It's the kind of siding we've been using for, I don't know, a really long time. And this is one of the really good things about it. It's a wood product. So even ones that are crazy thin cuts like that,
Easy.
they're not that fragile. He's worried because he put a lot of work into it. And so you can actually install them without breaking them, which is good. So good. We're working on this piece still, and you can see that the flange is kind of holding this off the wall, and it's kind of tipped out here a little. So I think we're gonna have to take the grinder and just like grind a little off the back if we want it to be nice. I mean, I could nail it now, but I just don't love it.
I don't love it either.
What's up? Something like that. Something like that. Maybe we should just get the planer. That's gonna take forever.
All right, let me get it in my truck.
Okay, there's the difference now, is that this is just staying tight. You good, Ray?
Yep, perfect.
All right, I'm gonna nail it again. We've worked our way around these windows with our little chunks, top, middle, and bottom, and we've left the last piece on all of them not nailed so we could check that they're all running the same to the window. So I am 2 and 13 there. What are you?
I'm 2 and 11.
2 and 11, let me check this one. I am 3 1/8. So I need to space these out, and you need to hitch yours as tight as you can, basically.
Okay.
We are leaving this 3/8 gap on purpose on top of our head flash per spec of this material so that it doesn't just sit in water if water were to sit on this flashing. And also, we don't want to caulk that because if water were to get behind here, we want it to actually come out and be on top of the flashing and come out over the window. So that is not a caulked area. Everywhere else, we're coming back with big stretch black. And we're doing that because of the window color. And that should be a lot easier for painting over with a dark gray. We probably should have pre-painted that end. It does need to get painted. So we're gonna have to figure that out too. We're not thinking about it.
Ray is, because he's got painted.
Yeah, the next one we'll pre-paint for sure. But we'll get it painted. We'll mask this off and I'll hose it up in there.
You heard it. It's on film.
he
He's
said
gonna mask
he's
it off
gonna
and
do it.
hit it up in there. Y'all heard it. You got it.
This would be,
Where we at?
I think this is JD's area,
You think so?
maybe. Caden might cover it.
Oh, I think Brock talked to him.
Caden?
Yeah. Yep. I don't think it went good.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Caden got ghosted you.
Most people probably know it's common to have what we call temporary power on the job site, which is a dedicated power source for us to use during construction. And then they take it away and give us what we call permanent power, which is what it sounds like. And we have struggled to get any progress in getting temporary power on this job. We've been here like, 8 months now? I don't keep track. I don't keep track. 7. We'll call it 6. And the reason is there's a shortage of the underground transformers that actually, take the high voltage and convert it down to your
green boxes.
Your 110 voltage. Yeah, the little green pedestal looking box. They do offer overhead temporary power, but that would require a power pole, like a 60-foot high pole with a giant can looking thing on it. That's the transformer. Problem is they won't remove that later. If you wanted it, it's there forever basically. And there's no place up here where you could put that and it wouldn't be visible, and they're not very pretty. And so we don't want to do that. So we're kind of in a bind, and that's why we're running a generator this whole time, which is also a pain. So right now, getting the meter base mounted on the house, that's part of the permanent power system here that they're gonna hook up to, that we can get the ball rolling on getting an electrical engineer from the power company on site to plan where the underground wire is going to be dug and connected to that. And we can get what is called a temporary CO for the sake of getting the power turned on to the house before it is actually fully completed, as long as all the electrical terminations are wire nutted off like that in a box in a safe way. You don't have to have all your fixtures installed or anything, but we can have like one outlet here, or maybe even 2, then we can use during the rest of the construction, so we don't have to run a generator.
Yeah. I just got to say, Brock could probably get rid of that power pole. I've seen him knock down trees with his excavator pretty quickly.
Well, I bet it could hit the ground pretty fast. And then, whoops, what are they going to do then? Come replace it, probably.
Yeah, probably. Here's a new one. Here's the bill.
Oh, yeah, right. They'd make you pay for it, I'm sure. So.
Guys are getting holes drilled here to the top plates for all the home run wires. There you go. That are pulled from all of the different circuits from all over the house. They'll go into these 2 panels, and there'll be breakers on the other side of the panels. And that's a lot already. Where are you guys at on this?
What do you mean?
50% done? 70?
Nah, probably about, I'd say, 85.
Okay, nice. We're gonna leave with you guys.
Leave with us? Yeah. What do you mean, at 4:30?
No, when you're done wiring, we're out of here.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
Another thing that got figured out today as well as the cabinet, like color, the wood, is the lighting for all of these floating shelves. they're DC lights, they're LED, which means there needs to be a transformer, and you have to be able to get to that transformer like at any time. It can't be like in the wall, drywall over it.
Non-serviceable.
Non-serviceable. And so Jamie had to draw the exact thickness and location of every one of these shelves so that when they pop out these wires for the LED DC lights, it comes out like in the shelf depth.
Yeah.
And not past the end, and then it'll be like routed out and channeled to the light that's going to be under all these. That was just pretty amazing if this all works.
We're locked into this design. I can tell you that. If there was a change or anything like that, it would be a big deal later. You know, you can't just, I want to move this one up an inch. No, no, you're not. It's right where it is.
It's always this time of the project where it's like, wow, there's so many little things that could get messed up.
Sure enough. There's a lot of conversations have happened in this area, especially the kitchen and the pantry related to the cabinets and the wiring and all the appliances and the particulars about the appliances and some other rooms too. There's some more cabinetry that we're adding in different places. But I will say that I walk room to room and I just look and think. Like, I'll be going through the whole house. There's a lot of rooms to do that in. There's a lot of thinking. But there's like so many details that I could like forget. And so
I'm glad you're doing that. I'm going to keep doing siding. I just had to have a break from the siding.
All right. Hey, there's a kitchen blocking I want to point out that you don't always need in a kitchen, but can be very important. I put a piece in right here. We're going to have what we call a fridge panel, which is a 2-foot wide sheet of plywood, basically, that covers the side of the refrigerator.
He'll never stop talking.
Yeah,
I gotta go.
Whatever.
I gotta go. Sorry. I love you guys. Whatever. I'll see you tomorrow.
Fridge panel.
Fridge panel. Don't forget the fridge panel.
Now
blocking for the fridge panel.
I'll think about it. The fridge panel itself is a sheet of plywood, and there's really no other structure to it. And if you don't know, plywood is not always flat or straight in itself.
Yeah, it could like do that number.
That's right. And if you got nothing to screw the edge of your fridge panel into, it could be bowed and you may not have a good way to secure it and keep it from being floppy. We usually use toe screws, like pocket screw style, on the inside of that where you'll never see it, or some little bracket or something. So I've got a solid attachment point here. I'm going to do another one on the other side of the fridge because it has 2 panels. And then we have a double stack oven deal, and it will have a panel that's very much like the fridge panel right here. Somewhere in this area.
So you're going to do that too?
I'm going to do the same thing there.
I tell you what, if I ever build a house, I want you to build it.
I appreciate that. I still have a dream of just putting 3/4 inch, like Advantech on the inside of the walls everywhere.
I mean, if you did the
you could
insulation
screw
first.
anything into it. Cabinets, you could screw whatever. Pictures, that'd be great. I don't think I'll ever do that, but it's a dream of mine.
We are back at the job this morning, and Max has made it back from his tropical vacation.
Yes.
Looking tan or burnt. Were you wearing sunglasses?
I was, yeah.
Looks like
I took them off. I took them off so that I could maybe get some on my face today.
Well, welcome back to reality. He was just complaining about having to fish all day yesterday. I'm like, are you really complaining? Because he was so tired from fishing all day.
I was beat.
We're starting the siding on this side of the house now, which butts into a deck. So we did go ahead and do this deck ledger flashing, topped it off with zip tape, rolled that, and we're holding the siding with this board here like a positive stop 2 inches above the framing. And that's so that once we install the inch-thick decking, this stuff will still be an inch above that decking, and it won't contact the decking and soak up water and cause problems. Sometimes when you don't ask for help, that's when people try to give you help, like right now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Drive this nail that's not all the way driven.
A lot of these nails that need to be set, you don't want to whack it with a hammer just kind of loosey-goosey. You might hit that nice sharp corner. So a guy that did hardwood flooring taught me this little trick. You can take a pry bar like that and use it for a nail set, so you can smack it pretty hard, but you're not holding a little nail punch,
Yeah.
So
All right, leave
there you
that
go.
with me.
It's all yours.
I like it, actually.
Yeah.
Forget the bad things I said.
All right. I already did.
Our basic method for installation is the same for every board here. We're getting the top like pecked in to where the gap is what we want it, and then we're going all the way to the bottom, doing the same thing. So like basically getting both ends tapped all the way in tight first, and that's pretty easy to do. There you go. Shoot it. And then we're both going up kind of near the middle. Let me get up there.
I think it's got to go in a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. Let me get up a little higher. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And that looks good.
How's mine look?
You're looking gorgeous.
Okay.
The board, that is.
Oh, don't lie.
And then we can just shoot it all off. Okay. These boards can be installed horizontally too, by the way, which would look pretty good. Jason just cracked open the paint, got himself a nail job all in one swift move. Look at that. Pretty nice.
Well, because Handy over here can't open it by himself, so he's like, can you open it for me?
Wow. I feel totally useless out here. I keep telling them what to do, and they're like, they already did it. They actually know what they're doing. It's so weird.
Just stand there and look pretty, all right?
Okay. I can still tell you something, maybe.
Yes, you can.
We're installing these boards that have an angle cut at the top because we're going across this gable end. And a really good pro tip to save yourself time, Ray's already doing it without me telling him, is to take your measurement for the next board off the short point of the board before. So that same measurement right there will be the long point of the next board. So you don't have to get up there and have us pulling numbers on all of these, saving us years and years of our lives in labor. Not really, but it is saving time.
You're welcome, Brock.
Hey, who's doing that zip tape? Make sure they stay above 2 inches on the flashing. You know that's going to be exposed, right?
Bro, stay in your lane with the blocking.
He's coming in to double check my double checking. I love it. Everything's checked off around here.
All right, that's my job, bro. Did you plan your layout so that that board's centered up on that beam?
Nope, not at all.
It looks like you meant to do it.
Yes, I mean, we did totally do that. Of course.
What about the other one? I didn't clean it.
All right.
So it's got paint in it.
Okay. What are the odds you think this thing is going to spray then?
It's a good question. It's had paint in it for a good solid week.
Okay.
I was kind of busy. I thought, well, I don't think I'm going to clean it. And I didn't. But I did do something smart, at least. Taped off the sucker upper tube with a bag. And I think it stayed probably wet in here. We'll see. If it's dry, we're in... No, it's wet. Look how wet that is.
Okay.
It's like it never happened. We're good.
Disclaimer, don't do this with your own paint sprayer on purpose. So we selected this area to do the painting because the wind is blowing that way. Well, his machine is back there. How long's it been going?
I got a half a board painted.
Huh.
I'm not sure what's going on right now with it. Spraying.
Huh.
See? I think it's got a little bubble in it. Oh yeah, we're in business now.
Okay. That's super low pressure.
You notice how quiet that is? Yeah, I got it set as low as I can possibly spray because I don't want atomized paint in the air. You know, it's gonna float across the job and stick on somebody's truck or the house, you know?
And
oh, I don't care about that. Well, we got that right there. Actually, these two machines are worth
more than all of our vehicles.
Yeah.
All right.
So
cool.
yeah, low overspray, low pressure. All right, that guy's ready to go. It's already dry.
There's holidays all
Yeah, dude, you're Holiday Inn right here.
Get on this side, bro, and you're missing all your drinks.
Look at that.
We're gonna paint this again.
I know, but I guess we'll do a halfway good job.
You think so?
How can you care so little about certain things?
All right.
Care so much about everything else.
Well, that board didn't turn out so good, but
It's pretty raw over here.
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. As long as we got it in the groove, that's the main thing. There you go. That's pretty good.
I'll make a pass down the side.
All right, we're gonna see if Jamie can do better. Last time he got his pants hooked on a walkboard, tripped and fell down in the mud.
It was like slow motion. These are heavier than they look.
Wow.
Well, actually, I gotta get around this, but this side has to go out.
Could you do that thing where you fall down again?
No, well, it doesn't have to, I guess. No, it was really ugly. Really ugly. Here we go. All right.
Never really seen the inline sawhorse move before, but
This is the best.
yep.
Just paint the edge.
It seems pretty common sense, but you cannot stack wet painted boards together like on top of each other or they'll stick like glue. So we're using these stacker boards, sticker stackers, to space them apart while they dry. Yep.
Yep. Oh. Oh.
So hey, we went on a pretty good run here at the end of the day, down the line, full height, and got a lot of these boards put in. And this is our second full day with the cordless siding nailers, the coil nailers from Pass Load, and I love it. It's a real pain to drag hoses around the house. As you can see, there's crap already wrapped around your neck without an airline, and it's great. They're really working well, and I'm loving not hearing the air compressor and not having an airline connected to this thing. So that is it for today. Let's go home.